All right, Deshaun Watson joining us, the Pro Bowl quarterback for the Houston Texans, on behalf of our friends at Gatorade and the Beat the Heat program. Deshaun, thanks for making time, man.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
So how's the offseason been? What does a quarterback do in that time between the end of the season and getting ready for the next one?
What I did was took a little bit off after the Pro Bowl, spent some time with my family, went on vacation a little bit, and then I went straight back to work. I just started grinding, working out each and every day and getting in the film room. And then, of course, OTAs, making sure that, I'm getting the chemistry, building that chemistry with the team, but also with the offense, all positions. Just trying to find ways to build that craft, master what, the offense is being taught, and then master my.
We've spent a lot of time on the show we've talked to you about your coach at Clemson, Dabo, who's been on the program, 4 or 5 times, a great guy, comparing you to Michael Jordan, how prescient that certainly seems at this point. And he's been pretty successful in his own right. If you were going to turn the tables and try to come up with a historical comparison for your coach at Clemson, what's the right name to throw as it relates to Dabo Swinney?
Relates to Bear Bryant, I guess. It's really just, that guy that, is set in stone, and, you have no choice but to build a statue in the stadium, for him. And definitely Swinney would definitely have a statue up in Clemson, for all the things that he put in for that program. But that's the name I would use.
Whether we call it the Jordan of the NFL or just you trying to be the absolute best quarterback and leader and winner you can be at the profession you've chosen, what are the things, not just this year, but in the long run, that you want to do, the goals that you have to try and, when you're done playing the game, have the career, the resume, the legacy that you want to leave behind?
The biggest thing is championships. I think you're recognized as much as you can with championships. And it's definitely not an individual sport, so you need the team. But, with the position I play a big part in that. So as many championships as I can. And I've been the best teammate and the best person on and off the field as I can, too. And that's why I want to be recognized when I leave.
Before we get to your teammates and that Texans team, is there anything individually this season you want to do, you want to work on, approach, improve on, focus on, just for your game in this upcoming season?
My whole craft. Everything. Mentally, taking the next step, and physically staying up whole and playing, all 16 games and being able to make sure I'm on the field to help the team win. That's the biggest thing. When the focus is to win the division and continue to, try to, strive to get to where our ultimate goal is.
This past season, successful to a certain degree, the 11 wins. It was a great year for the team. Obviously, you guys lost earlier in the postseason than you wanted to the Colts in that opening round. When you look back at those losses, do they stick with you? Can they shape you? Can they help you? Or do you just put them behind you and not even think about them going forward?
I remember every loss. I haven't lost too much since I got to the NFL, before then. So it's definitely new for me. But each loss is definitely something that you can learn from. Even the wins, but the losses hurt a little bit more. And you're going to remember those, especially that last one against an in-division rival who came in our stadium in the postseason and took what we wanted. So, you got to keep that, in the back of your head, but also you can't dwell on it. You just pick it up, learn from it, and take it into the next season and try to get better from it.
Deshaun, last year you were sacked 62 times. Obviously, that's a lot. What is it that you guys need to do as a team, you need to do as a quarterback, whatever the answer is, to try and make sure that you're protected a little bit more often?
Me personally, just get rid of the ball quicker and know where I need to go with the ball, getting the receivers, balls in the receiver hand before the D-line can even, make a move on the offensive lineman. And, all of us been on the same page, continue to try to find ways to get better. So it's not just, the offensive line with those 62. It was everyone. And, we all know that. And, we're, like you said, I'm not going to dwell on it, but we are going to, learn from those mistakes and keep pushing forward using as motivation.
You said this is a team sport. It's about the collective together trying to work toward that common goal. Any of the new guys, any of the young guys that have caught your eye so far?
Man, a lot of new guys. From the receiver core that were undrafted, Titus and Matts, who we drafted on the O line, K-Man at the tight ends position, the corner, really all the rookies. It's been a great rookie class who came in ready to work. Haven't said too much. Who's been at every meeting, haven't caused no problems on and off the field. He's just been trying to learn as much as they can, find a ways in their position and their roles on the team.
Obviously, if I ask you the question, what's your goal for this upcoming season, you're going to tell me what the goal is, which is to win a Super Bowl. So let me try to ask it in a different way. Every year, every game, you said you remember every moment, every play. You're going to build on that and become a better football player and a more experienced football player. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? How do you want to approach things differently to try and get to that place, that top of the NFL mountain that obviously every player that does this for a living is striving for?
You just got to prepare a little bit more. Whatever you're doing, or whatever I can do to outwork the next man or my opponent, that's what I got to do. So there's always somebody that's working, and each and every day I got to make sure that I'm staying on top of my game. I can't focus on what they're doing, but I can also, focus on what I can do and make sure that I'm not getting outworked.
We love our friends at Gatorade. In fact, my kids came to visit me at the studio today, so I had to put them outside with Gatorade to make them happy and make them quiet. So it's a full-on Gatorade show today. That's a true story. I know that you're working with Gatorade on this Beat the Heat program. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, Beat the Heat program is awesome. I've been able to partner with Gatorade and share my advice and on how to stay hydrated and being able to set the next generation apart and make sure that they are, aware of hydration and that you need it, regardless if you're an athlete or you're not. It's a part about your health and that you got to really focus on to continue to do what you want to do and live a great life.
I love it, and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to check on my kids, make sure they didn't drink my Gatorade because I'm thirsty too. It's good stuff. Deshaun Watson, really appreciate the time, man. It's always gracious of you to come on with us. Good luck this upcoming season. Hopefully we'll talk to you between now and then.
Thank you. Sounds good. Appreciate it.